The next guest, Mifi Duakwa, and Ofi Aguna Nsaba. Mifi Aguna Duakwa. Now, when you guys see me flying all the time, now me show from na me stretch them one, ayona. Wherever the French ambassador, the former French ambassador is, I want to say God bless her, and Sophie. And Sophie, I don't know whether I should mention my next guest name, but this man took me to Aunt Sophie and said, this gentleman here is doing amazing. But too kind that. But look at his impact on too kind. What can you do to help that brother? And Anne was shocked. With all the things you've been doing, amazing things, I say to the glory of God, with my great works, which all of you must emulate, mean too quite enter a plane ticket to that. I've never traveled and paid. No. I've been to France, Ghana, Ambassador, merci. Ça va? Mais de merci là quoi cocher. I've been to Paris a lot of times, and it is projects that the French embassy will allow, and it's because of this gentleman that I'm about to introduce. It's a Kobe. With your great works, you have to be an international blogger. You don't have to be local. He inspires me so much. People always say that I am the junior version of him. Anytime I call him. Again, Artist Vibe Africa, my first major show on TV, he gave me that opportunity to host my entertainment show on TV. Ladies and gentlemen, he is also called Kobe. Mr. Kwabena Edisi Bola Ray.
Wow. Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you hungry? We will go for lunch soon, don't worry. Good afternoon. Such a pleasure to be here. And we thank Jehovah God that we've seen this day. Please, a round of applause for Kobe Che. Amazing human being. And you're doing a lot, Kobe. We salute you. And thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here at the Shine Summit. Interesting. We're ready to shine on, indeed. And to Tommy and Unforcing, please, a round of applause for him. A great mentor, and that's why I'm saying that today is indeed a great day. Being here and witnessing the nuggets that you poured out. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. And clearly, 69, you're going to live to be 1035. Please. Thank you, Uncle Tom. And to one great lady I admire so much, Portia Gabo, please. Put your hands together for Portia. Portia, you know what? You're just amazing. You're brilliant. You're outstanding in everything that you do. And God richly bless you. Continue to impact society. That's the reason and essence of life. Watching that documentary, I was telling myself, we shouldn't take life for granted. If we are able to talk, to see, to breathe, to laugh, thank God. And please, let's, cast our minds back and be grateful to God every day of our lives. We're here today, we're talking, we're smiling. Somebody couldn't see today. Somebody's sick on the hospital bed. The fact that you are here with beautiful people, thank God Almighty. So maybe you can turn to somebody next to you and say, thank God for life. Wow, thank you. And it's so beautiful because 3 years ago, and before I get on to my presentation, 3 years ago, or almost 3 years ago, November 2020, I nearly lost my voice. And I was telling myself how ironic. I went to do a surgery, and I nearly lost my life. I had to be flown to France, again thanks to the French embassy. I couldn't talk for about a week. I had to scribble. I was there with my wife, and I had to scribble everything that I wanted to say. It started coming out, and it was very shrill. And I was saying to myself, 1 minute, the man who's been said to have the baritone voice and he can do everything on the radio, and now how do you bring me this one? within a split of a second. And it tells you that life is precious. All the cars, all the money, all the houses, yes, they are good, but let's be there for one another, because we never know what will happen to us tomorrow. Let's be humble. Let's love one another. So looking at that documentary and seeing how the young man was struggling, Portia, thank you again that we have help for him. If there's anything that all of us can also do, please don't hesitate to reach out. Because I could identify with that. That within a split of a second of a surgery, of whatever has gone wrong, and you have to. I couldn't even lift my hand up for about a month or two. So we thank God for grace. So you young people out here, please, let's continue to respect one another. Like Uncle Tommy said, that is all we have in life. All the talks on social media, pulling somebody down, insulting one another, that is not what Ghana wants or the world needs. No. When we have set platform, we have to imbibe in you, and of course, instill in you that discipline of life. We are all not perfect. We err. But at least we can shape lives with what we know. So thank you. And again, to Kobiche, the young man that you went out there, I saw you gave him, something just to get by. We have a foundation called the Empire Foundation. And I'll speak to the team that will donate a wheelchair to support the young man. It's important that we do all of that. And now to my presentation, talking about the tech world, that's technology and the media, and of course, in entrepreneurship. This afternoon, I want to share with you how you can build a successful media career in the media space. And of course, the mix of skills that you need in terms of hard work and determination. So can we have the slides up now? I want to focus on developing your writing and communication skills. Mr. Tommy Anamforson talked about it. Today on radio and television, you check out the diction, the words that are used, and you ask yourself, really, are people professional? Do they research before they get into the studios? A lot happening in the media. But yes, what can we do to build success in this digital age? The fact that we have phones right there in our hands doesn't mean that we can just publish anything or do anything. We need to look out for what is good for us. And this is what this presentation will seek to do. We can go on to the next slide. Well, so that is me, and I'll use myself throughout this presentation as well, where need be, to walk you through that stage. Incidentally, it happens to be 25 years of my good self in the media. This is tiny me when I was in Accra Academy, right there at the boarding house. I call it the Gong stage. During our time, technology was there, but had not been developed like this. Many of you remember we used to tune, our sets, our radio sets to GBC at the time. My time was only GBC that one could listen to. Now you guys are lucky. Flip of the button, you can just go to another radio station if this one is not giving you what you want. Social media is huge now. And that's what technology has done. It's given us that opportunity to revolutionize the media industry. Now with technology, new opportunities for aspiring professionals. With a click of a button, I can see what Maya doing his thing. I can see, Nkonkonsa out there, Kobiche. Hitherto 25 years ago or 30 years ago, it wasn't that way. So it tells you the power that we have right there in our hands. How are we using it? And that's my question to the wonderful youth and great people gathered here. How are we using technology? This presentation will seek to address that and also help us from social media management to digital marketing. I've seen young people. I had a 19-year-old walk to my office, and he has developed an app that can help us sell event tickets. And I'm like, when I was 19, did I even think through that? Maybe there wasn't that technology for me to, get there in terms of the mindset. But there's somebody who could have just, got up and say, I dress well, I do this, and I post it on Instagram and get the likes. But no, what can I develop to help people deliver food, to help people sell event tickets? And that is what technology can do. Now many of you are employed. You are CEOs of your own business due to technology. You have a website, you have a page, you have an Instagram page that when you go out there and post, you have lots of following. So you can walk out to a company and say, you know what, I can advertise your business for you, and you are making money. I know of a 23-year-old lady in the university who's making loads of money thanks to technology, thanks to apps. And that is what we have to do. We have the power. We are living in that digital age, and we have to take control. It can be your mom's business. She has this wache joint. She has this fufu chop bar. What are you doing? Are you adding technology to her business? Ask yourself. Or we just have the phone in our hands, we take beautiful pictures, and that is it. What about going out there to Amina's wache joint, your auntie's joint at Newtown, taking pictures, sharing them on Facebook, and tell the whole world, my auntie has the best wache in the whole of Ghana. Why can't we do that as youth? Why can't we say, look, I have this coconut seller in my area. Let me bring attention to Akoshi Junction. Let me bring attention to this person who sells this fried plantain and whatever that I see every day. It's my responsibility to help this person. How many of us, the youth, can? Tonight or today, this afternoon, I challenge all of you. When we go back, let's change the narrative. That business in our area, let's take it upon ourselves. That is the youth of Ghana. We will be different. People will look at the youth of Ghana and say, look, do you know what the narrative is? Check the analytics. From Ghana, the youth, they are all about business. They are all about helping people. They are all about changing their society. It's not about who did this to what, who said this to who. The youth of Ghana is different. And as a country, we will change the way people view us. And I challenge all of us to do that. Are we ready? Simple. So again, we go to the scope of the media today. What is the landscape? Let me just tell you about it. You know, one of the most important steps to building a successful, career in the media is developing your digital skills. Like I said, when I started off as a DJ, we used to play cassettes and CDs. Now everything is out there on computers, on iPads. We can just play your music. I remember last Saturday, just had a little get-together. Hitherto, I would have called for the services of a DJ. Now, with my phone and my boombox player, I didn't need a DJ anymore. So it means that somebody has lost business right there, right? Hitherto, I would have gone for a DJ. Oh, bring speakers, bring your CD player, come and play. I saved that money, whether 2,000 CDs or 1,005. It was just my phone or my iPad. I had my boombox, and there I was. That is technology. It means that if you are a DJ now, or you were 10 years back, you might be out of business if you don't upgrade. That is how scary it is. And that is why the digital age is important. If you're on radio, and 25 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, what you were doing is what you're still doing, clearly the young ones will kick you out of business. It's not as if you did anything wrong. Don't get me wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. Technology changed. Things moved out of the way, and now you've been left behind. So your being at one place can be interpreted as you going back. Are you aware? Because you are still at the same place. You didn't improve. So we can interpret it as you going backwards. You didn't do anything. You were just there doing your thing. You didn't upgrade. People came, they overtook you, and that's the digital age. That is where we are now. At my TV station at GH1, we have cameramen, we have camera women. 5 years ago, somebody sold a great product to us just before the elections and says, look, now your cameras, we've moved on to the digital age. We have robotic cameras. If you love to purchase one, yes, it will cost you, but with time, you don't have to pay for a lot of people to be behind the cameras. And we did that. So now you have robotic cameras. It means that people are out of work. Is that not it? And that's where the world is going. But thankfully, those out there were also able to, maintain their skills. They moved on to other things that they can do. So they made themselves also dispensable, of course, to do something. or learn how to operate these cameras. In 5 years, 10 years, the cameras that we see here, maybe with this, it might just be some phones attached somewhere. You put your phone there and it's just recording. We won't have people right there. What are we doing to catch up? And that is why it is scary for many of us, the youth, that we have to upgrade. We have to learn. Now we go out there are creative suits. For bloggers, we all know about it, search engine optimization. What are we doing? I know some people who started blogging or filming and covering events 5 years ago. Now they are out of business. Why? Because the young ones are coming in there. They are coming with iPhone 14. Sharp picture quality. Real time. They are posting. At first, it used to be websites. You go and cover the stories. Oh, in 5 hours' time, it will be on something online. It will be something.com. Now people don't want to wait till 7 p.m. news or 6:30 to watch you cover their program and air it. That is the competition. So if you're a TV station, you are waiting, and your digital arm is not strong, and your reporters are there, and you are a reporter, and say, oh, you know, boss, this news from GMPC, will cover it, you know. Let's give me 6:30 news, it will be on. That blogger is taking that business from you. That digital media person, right on time, Kobiche is there. As they are doing the event, he's streaming. You are waiting for 7 p.m. No, by that time it's dead news. Hitherto, we're all waiting. 1 p.m., GBC News. That is when everybody goes. People came through Joy FM, TV3, Star FM, GH1. We said, no, every hour there will be news, there will be 30 minutes, whatever, tidbits, and that is it. They changed the narrative. So now they will be ahead of you with the news. That is what digital media is doing today. The next one. So we're going to do a simple exercise. These are people, some of them worked with us, some of them have moved on, but interesting narrative here. We have Kafui Day as the first person, Instagram followers in 2016, and we did this survey in 2016 when they were with GH1 television. So on Instagram, Kafui Day, can somebody go to Kafui Day's Instagram page now and tell me the number of followers that he has? So this is 2016, 7,933 followers. 2023, how many followers for Kafui Day on Instagram? Anybody here to tell me? Now? 70. So there you have it. From 7,933 to what? 70,000. The power of the digital media space. So now Kafui can walk, to any company and say, look, I want to be an influencer. These are my followers. These are the people that like. That is it. Interesting statistics. Nanaba Namwa, the third one. In 2016, 25,000 followers. What is it now? What? 3.3 million. Can she influence elections in this country? So that's the power of the media. That if she posts out there and reaches out to the youth, at least 1 million of you is a good product you will go and buy, won't you? She can decide to say, I have my own company. Just get bloggers, just get influencers. All we do is we go today to ZPay, we go to Verna, give me your products. I post it for you every month. It will reach 3 million, followers. Why would Verna go and put that money on some radio station? They are getting value now. They put it on the YouTube channel. So you have to catch up. That is the power of the media. My brother Woodmaya is here, and he's going to Kenya. I watch him. He's out there in Eastern Africa. I didn't like the blood part, that we did, but we'll talk about that. Drinking blood and all, but it's all journalism, But that is the kind of influence. He was out there in Germany, interviewing former President Mahama. Great opportunity, if not for the media. Will you get that access? I've done some brilliant interviews, met some great people, and I always tell my mom that, and yes, I wouldn't have met them, and that is the truth. Kobe is here saying that he gets free tickets to travel. Maybe you have a business, you are rich, you can pay for the ticket. You are not getting it for free. Kobe is getting it for free. So you go to the same place, you are there with Kobe, and you ask, hey, Kobe Cheo Scout by sponsorship. But that's the power of the media. Because he's doing something good, it has to be trumpeted. We have to support. So again, we have all these great Sewa me here from 21,000. I guess by now she's what? 2 million or 3 million plus. That's the power of digital media that I want to share with you. So for you young ones in this room, I want to let you know that do not take anything for granted. Don't say I'm coming from a poor background. Dad is not rich. Oh, Dad didn't go to school. You have the power to make a difference. What are you doing with that phone in hand? You visiting all those, websites. What are you learning to impact society? Let's remember as we leave this room that the key word is to impact. What are we doing to help society? We move on to the next one. Can we have the next slide? Well, again, I want to share with you, many come into this business and they want to get rich, overnight. I've seen a lot of people come to me and you ask them, oh, why do you want to get into the media? So, my mom doesn't have a job and I have to work and just make some money to go and support. That is why I'm coming in there. So, their mindset is money. Money is good, but if you let that lead, you'll fail. Passion. How passionate are you? I've seen a lot of people who are talented and all of that. They are good, they are learned, they have the degrees, but they are not passionate, they are not consistent. I worked with one of the best presenters. He's no more in the media. And I can tell you, I knew when I was coming up, I looked up to this person, but I said, I want to be like him. But the attitude at the point, he wasn't consistent, he would turn in late, felt too big in his shoes and all of that. And within 5-6 years, he was out of the space. Not because he wasn't good. Give that person a mic, and oh my word, he will bring the world down. Dress well, speak well, but one excuse after the other. The reason why I cannot come and do this program, I cannot attend this event, go and take somebody's money, will not go and MC, is attitude. And with that, passion is important. I see many people who are in the media, and Uncle Tommy and Unfortunately mentioned it. They are just there because somebody said, hey, oti kasa oti chi pao, oti mi ya obi pao, oti bana be me guess. And that's how many found themselves in the media space. Because they are very loud, they are whatever. People feel they are presenters, they are on-air personalities. No. Are you cultured? Are you passionate? Somebody says, oh, I'm just doing this, so when I get some small money that I go to school. Such person will just leave you, and your media house or your outfit clearly will not go on. So you should know what you want. Be passionate. Why are you doing this? I look at Kobiche on this stage, and you see, you can tell that he wants to impact. It comes naturally to him. He's not faking it. He's passionate. So the young ones, please, whatever field we choose to be, whether medicine, whether law, banking, let's be passionate about it. I go to certain banks and somebody will tell me, oh, I wanted to be a presenter, but my mom says I should go to school and be a banker, so I'm not happy in this bank. And I said, then what are you doing here? It means that that person will not serve your need, will not do well. They are sitting there, their mind is radio presenter. So they are not renting that service. There's somebody in the presenting fields, they know that, oh, I'm just making money a year, I'm off this, so they will not give up their best. Such person, when they are trading insults or bringing somebody down, they don't care. So please, let's be passionate about what we do. Next one. Right. Again, building your personal brand. When they mention your name and they say caveman, what do you stand for? What is the brand? People should know you for something. You mention Portia Gabo's name and you know, oh wow, that is somebody who goes out there for excellence. That's somebody who is reliable. That's somebody who's outstanding in the field. And again, I'll reiterate what Uncle Tommy said. Be the best version of yourself. I've seen a lot of people. Yes, you want to look like somebody inspires you. It's good to have mentors, but be that person. Be the original. I remember in 2003 when I moved from Top Radio to Joy FM. There was Gabi Ajite, and he was doing the drive time show on Joy. So when I went, a lot of people were saying, oh, be like Gabi. Do this, do that. And I was like, no, I want to be Bola. I want to be myself. I want to have, so if he plays reggae before starting and at 4:30 he's playing R&B, I want to change. I want to do this. Many didn't understand that. But that is what helped. Gabi is great. He's good. But that is Gabi. Tommy and Unfortunate is good. He's great. That is Tommy. They inspire me. But I am me and you are you. We learn. Be the best version of who you are. What do you represent? What do you stand for? And in today's digital age, building a strong personal brand is essential for success. We see many bloggers, maybe their portals go before them. You mentioned that, oh, who is behind this page? Oh, we don't know them, but the page is popular. What brand are you building? Well, maybe that is their own, plan or marketing plan that they want to roll out. But represent your brand. What do you stand for? Are you stylish? Are you brilliant in what you do? Are you loving? What do you exude? And social media is important to help us build on this brand, showcasing our skills, our expertise, and engaging our audience. And by leveraging the power of social media and other channels, we can establish ourselves as thought leaders. Why would His Excellency the French Ambassador be here today? Because Kobe Che is doing something great. Today, many of you will interact with him. Just 2 days ago, we were with him at his residence, and you were saying, look, Bola, we need to invest in the youth. The French Embassy has put down, how much, sir? Am I allowed to mention that? €1 million. €1 million to help develop young people, young ones, tap into it. Clearly, the embassy will go out there and look on social media. Who are those influencing lives? And those are the people they will call. And you are there, you are wearing the latest Gucci, doing whatever. It's good to have that. But how are you impacting? How can you access such funds? You are there just insulting somebody. You come, yeah, I'm going on Instagram Live. You put what you did there, eh? And you say all those things. We see them. We are trying to shape some of them. We are still, it's work in progress. But you see, how can you assess some of these things? There's €1 million for our youth, those in creative skills, who can draw very well, those who can make good shoes. I want to see Ghanaian shirt makers going out there, exhibiting to the world. What are we doing, young ones? I see women with hair bonnets and all of them. My wife wears them to sleep and all. How many of you in this room can say, okay, I want to even do hair bonnets for the women, so that when they want to sleep at night and they want to, spoil their hair, we can start out as a business and sell to your own friends, then to the community. Use your Instagram page. I believe that when you reach out to Bola and say, post this for me on Facebook, at least once in a while, why shouldn't we do that? Let's leverage on that network. Let's build a brand. Let's reach out. And a lot of you Ghanaian youth, before I end, I want to tell you, many of you are afraid to ask for help or support. Please, from today, let's reach out. Because many of the successful people or popular people are also out there waiting on you to ask. If you don't ask, you won't get. Stop putting them on that high horse and say, oh, this person will be too known. This person, we have always some perception. So we will not go and ask because we feel that they are better than us. No. I can tell you for a fact that many of these celebrities also want to hear from you. Come close to them. Engage them. It gets lonely sometimes at the top. I can tell you, many of these celebrities, they are out there. They will come out there all good and nice, but they don't have real friends because you have abandoned them. You see them that they are in their world, you are in your world. So nobody is not giving off. Let's reach out. Who's your celebrity? Who's your idol? Walk out to them, text them, DM. Yes, some of them can be rude, they won't mind you, but persist. Engagements like this, when you get into this, interact, network. Don't just come, they give you a nice drink after you go. You say, oh, I was Lapam, Kobe Che. No. What did you take out? Madam Portia is inspiring a lot of people. Great people right here in this room. Interact with them. Take their numbers. Share their cards. Visit them. And please, let's make Ghana, and for that matter, the world, a better place. Let's use the media well to enhance our entrepreneurship. Let's use the phones that we have, our pages, to impact life, because we are going into the digital age and things are changing. We are the future. You are coming in there and take charge and change the narrative. Thank you very much.
It's legendary.